Udah live nih. Udah coy. Bukan. Ini kah? Ya ini. Tes. Cek. Oke, ada suaraku ternyata. Cek. Aduh, nyamuk. Allahu Akbar.
Who am I to offer him counsel? I only hoped to help the boy find his answers. And I failed. What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been.
Oke,
That's
mantap.
why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
I doubt that very much.
Sini, di sini.
It's the truth.
Sip.
And not just because of that, no one has ever united the realms as you once did.
That is not who I am anymore.
Oke.
I know you feel that way now. I've lost myself.
Anjing besar sekali suaraku kayak deh. Wait. Cek. Halo. Tes. Oke, mantap.
More than once, but believe me, there is something beyond that.
And what is that?
Purpose. Purpose is the path that leads you to yourself.
So you would have me accept my fate. Lead your armies into war. Secure your vengeance.
If securing our justice is not your purpose, then find another. For your own sake.
Thank you.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Oh. Midgard. Helheim sih aku. Helheim. Ini sih harusnya. Pretty good.
Anything for Freya?
Oh, jadi harus dipakai semua barbar dulu nih. Bagus juga.
Fashionable. What'll it be?
Remedy of the Bifrost. Increase resistant blind and days. Remedy of the ini. Kebal Bifrost jadinya. Amulet. Oh. Ih, ada statusnya. Oh, ini nggak ada statusnya. Ah, jadi gitu. Oke. Alhamdulillah. Tunggu sini sih. Lah. Oh, dang it. I thought. Wait. Ih, nggak bisa cuy. Kalau ganti ini nggak bisa. Harus gua upgrade kalau mau. Skill. Vanilla magic. Oh, bagus. Wait. Buka dulu bang. Salahnya ada li. Ini aja lah. Banyak kan kayaknya anuku deh. Udah semua kayaknya di. Saja. Hah? Oh bisa. Bagus dong kalau gitu. Ngapain ini? Ngapain aku?
Hang on!
Apa
I
bang?
got something for you.
Oke.
Sentry!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back.
Ooh, nice.
Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns.
Apa tuh?
Shall we go?
Ayo, let's go. Sebelum itu, Perry. Terus bisa control text. Ah. Di queue lagi kalau mau.
Madam Nico?
Madam.
Keluar bang. Maaf. Udah.
Where have you...
Neath I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
Squirrel.
Ah, Master Kratos, my apologies. Madam Neathog's disappearance weighs heavily on my mind.
She a friend of yours?
Less a friend than another longtime tenant of the tree. She was here even before I arrived, and that was ages ago. To even think something could keep her away from her babies. Terrible, just terrible.
Masih. Let's go. Banyak terbuka cuy. Crucible. Conscience for the dead. Elven Sanctum.
certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well,
Okay.
at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of
Come.
course.
Lah.
Quiet! She is a friend. Now,
Oh.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The giants, they herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's
Iyalah.
not the
Orang
problem,
kalau
is it?
tiap mati
No.
bisa hidup lagi.
Death can have me when it earns me.
Ya.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
We got something over here. Dan pusaka, guys. Maaf.
Incoming fire!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Fire behind you!
Yelpa!
What? You think I am afraid of you?
Suspect that's all of them.
These were coal raiders. Infamous for
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was kind of you. The coal raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something about them.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up shortly. Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Sigrun.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
Wait. Let us look this way.
The oarsmen. Ugh. A monument to conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though.
Lah, lewat sini Atreus kok. Apaan tuh? Waduh.
Chile, you alright?
Iron Peace, not a golden war.
Tyr used to talk about how heavy the cost.
Ini. Bagus dong nih. Salah pencet. Gimana caranya?
Of war was compared to its bounties. He felt like it was his responsibility to avoid it.
Kind of still does, in fact.
You won't believe it, Mindy. This crest belongs to Fjordland.
Fjordland, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from. Frost in my neck, stop!
Is what's left of Fjordland. Sigrun spoke of growing up with these people before she joined the Valkyries.
Oke, dua. Tiga mana? Sini kah? Anjay. Sebelahnya gimana sih? Oh wait.
Looks like there's a staircase on the other side.
Lah, nggak bisa. Ya, cara ke sebelahnya gimana, cuy? Caranya gimana, cuy? Bisa nih. Gimana sih? Pusing. Nggak ada. Datang nggak sih? Yakin nggak ya, cuy?
There must be another way around.
Kita juga ada masalahnya. Oh iya, oke. Lihat. Kulihat.
Watch yourself.
Allah Akbar.
Can't do this without you, Kratos. Watch yourself. From behind! Incoming!
Frozen! What now?
Apa kak?
Right side!
Oke lah. Kamu ay.
Right side!
Ada deh. Ya harus fokus dulu. Kalahkan ini berdua deh. Jangan stun saja.
Watch yourself.
Mana ini?
me her kingdom housed a great treasury filled with the spoils of her family's conquests. Perhaps this outpost holds some of that treasure.
Is that all she told you, Mimir?
Did she say where?
No, just that they kept it hidden.
There it is. The other staircase.
Perhaps those runes over there can shed some light.
Shell of Yggdrasil.
What? No, she never mentioned.
Never mention what.
Is that a key?
Sure. Got a key now.
Wonder what lock that key belongs to.
No lock. It is broken.
Not broken. It's just split in half. Perhaps we could find its partner.
There. Yang satu, dua, oh, atau sini satu, dua, oke. Lah. Ay. Saya mengalah deh. Oke. Oh, itu yang paling lama. Itu yang terakhir berarti. So folks, ada yang lagi jalan di sini kan?
Mimir, what did those runes say?
Secret. He loved another. A king named Helgi. Seems they were madly in love. But her parents wouldn't let them marry.
Oh, come, Mimir. You really didn't think you were her first love, did you?
Aye. Suppose I did.
Oke, lawan tangguh. Here I come. Udah deh.
Kratos, off your back.
Dari darah penuh. Suwati.
On your right!
Right side. Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Ada.
Ah, this is a fine mess.
Sana su. Ini siapa di grab ay?
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
Kaan pulangnya ay. Ah.
Yelpa! Behind you! Watch out! Yelpa!
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Yelpa! Kratos, we need you!
Ah, susah ya cuy. Sedikit sekali serangannya.
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
sekali ya. Menghindar dari serangan kuasa cuy. Wih, salah pencet. Astaga.
Nasty, hey, you all right, brother? Come on, Kratos, off your back.
Oh, yes. A little more.
Incoming back here!
Nasty, hey, you all right, brother? Come on, get up, brother.
Seriously bro. Ay. Curang banget.
Nasty, hey, you all right, brother?
Lah. Ya, menghilang dong. Hah? Mati? Terpelih sih ke dalam sini.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. So loyal. Why? Clever.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from. That must be Tyr's helmet from his statue.
Win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Nords live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's minds? Not so sure I like the sound of that. Heading off already?
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right. We have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Never seen craftsmanship like this before. Can't imagine how old it is. Now where have we seen an artifact like that before?
Tears vault.
Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream.
Brother,
Look, defend the peace.
I remember the Jotnar crafting these bracers for Tyr's statue. They chose only their most talented and accomplished to do the job.
you have a good memory, Freya. Like Tyr, the Jotnar also believe the best offensive strategy is a good defense. So, this is how they chose to honor him.
The giants were not wrong.
You were asking about my last visit to the Norns. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate, which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost. It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
Hold. Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Well, I think that's the last of it. Doubtful we'll find any more interesting bits.
I always admired the love Tyr inspired.
Where I come from, gods of war are not revered in such a way.
Not all gods of war are the same, brother.
No, they are not.
As I was saying, tales of time travel always strain credulity.
It is. Truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. If Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience.
see. Boss.
I'm all for exploring the area, but to be clear, it's down there we'll find the Norns. What's that outpost?
That armor looks like Lunda's design. I can fix it up for you if you like.
Mimir, look. Another Fjotalund marking.
Aye, this place must have been part of Sigrun's kingdom. A first outpost preceding further expansion.
Another crane. Alka!
Sad to see Sigrun's homeland in such a terrible state.
You know, Mimir, if you want to take a tour of the kingdom, you might have to
So, she loved another before me. There are worse things to discover about someone you love.
Yes, there certainly are.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
You know that's not going to work, brother!
Nyangkut. Udah. Diam.
Well done.
Maybe those runes can give us a bit of history about this place. It can't be.
It is.
Oh, Mimir. Look, the other...
Oh.
key.
I knew those key pieces would fit. Can't wait to see what lock it belongs to.
From behind! Incoming!
Get up, brother!
Good, that's the way!
King Helgi massacred her family just because he couldn't have her. Only her brother, Prince Dogger, survived to kill the Mad King.
Sigrun and her brother had issues over that.
Oh, and all the time Sigrun and I spent with each other, she never mentioned anything about this.
Maybe she liked the way you saw her.
And for the Valkyrie Queen? What do you need? Now, was there something else?
Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake. Freya, you were just beginning to tell us the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son, and the wager Odin involved you in.
Yes. All right.
Hang on, brother. That building.
How strange. I've never seen that building before.
Aye. Very strange indeed. Let's take a closer look. Speeder, left flank!
Incoming back here!
Wait. The shield that's blocking the entrance. It looks exactly like the one from Tyr's statue.
It's another piece of Tyr's likeness sent flying across the lake. Ended up lodged right into this building, apparently. All this must have been hidden behind the ice until that shield smashed through it.
Wait, what? There's something. See, let's see. Oh, wait.
Good, that's the way. Alka.
Ini aku.
Look, over there.
Mana? Apa? Apa Ji? Nih, ada Dimas. Yang bisa lewat sini, perlu bisa ikat perlu lewat sini. Oh iya, I hate this puzzle. Puzzle yang paling ribet.
Could be useful.
Yang sini. Ya. BTW ini satunya mana dah? Air kayaknya dalam. Finally.
Well done. Now we just need to open the door.
Yah, gituan doang anjay. Tidak ada tahu.
It was not intentional.
Oh, sure. Mimir, does this look like an abandoned treasury to you?
Aye, it does.
Sequin's family crest. Looks like a vault door to me.
Now that we have both halves to that key, we should see if it matches that lock.
Lah. Tak kena anjay.
Let us open the vault.
Dead on the throne.
Kratos! Alka! Kratos, we need you!
Yo, tak ji.
Dead on the throne.
Kratos! My arrows are the only way! Alka!
You're on fire, Kratos. It will fire. Ah, this is a fine mess.
That was a fine mess. Okay, let's go. Whoa.
Good! That's the way! Tell me when to shoot!
Here sits Prince Daga. I can't believe he's still here.
Prince Doga? That the corpse of Sigrun's brother? How'd he end up like that then? Freya, why won't you answer me? So, these are the Valine schematics, eh?
You know of him.
Aye, one of the most gifted dwarven smiths around. Until he developed a conscience, anyhow.
Are you certain you want to read this?
No, brother. You do it.
It seems Sigrun put a curse on her brother for killing the Mad King.
No. Truly?
She did not know the Mad King had murdered her family. But once she did, it was too late. She had cursed her brother. That is why she joined the Valkyries. To atone.
Oh, buat tadi selesai.
You knew all about Sigrun's family, didn't you, Freya?
It was not my story to tell.
Funny. Learning all this only makes me love her more. She chose me despite my flaws, my regrets. Knowing she has some of her own makes me feel closer to her.
I am glad to hear it.
When using runic summon, instantly reveal all runic arrows and empower them all for a brief duration. Ah, bagus juga. Cooldown increase the supply from runic arrows. Sing headstone or redstone refunds one runic item. The cooldown. Wait. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, put that. Midgard animal instinct. Ah.
Is that a frost troll? They won't be happy to see us.
Ayo, ayo, ayo. Mana? Caranya naik ke atas lawang. Di sini. Datang di sini. Tapi jangan.
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Ah, musuh lagi di sini. Boy.
Enemy behind you!
That is all of them.
Lah. Di sini. Padahal nggak mau aku cari. Nggak mau aku cari padahal.
They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
Wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
Ini kok. Gak takut. Salah. defense tinggi coy. Iyalah kalau gitu. Salah cok. Increase Kratos maximum raise based on his vitality.
Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are we talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
I regret exchanging my life for my freedom? That's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time with you?
Okay, okay.
Ini. Kenapa mengarah ke sini anu ya? Ini super santai.
Freya, you were just beginning to tell us the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son, and the wager Odin involved you in.
Yes. All right. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen.
Brother, seems the wolves have led us here. I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon enough.
Incoming fire!
The way forward is magically sealed. Something in here is giving it power.
Might I suggest the ominous
The hilt
broken...
of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. Tread carefully. You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
If it does not help us find the Norns, it can wait.
Loh, bagus dong.
Let's keep looking. This way.
Tunggu sebentar. Ada relik tambahan. Terus yang kuda relik tadi apa?
I feel a trace of their illusions here. I can try to dispel it. Opna.
Great.
There's nothing here.
A false trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're searching. I warned you they wouldn't make it easy.
And what's the hilt of a cursed king have to do with any of it?
Distraction? Coincidence? Who knows? I suppose they'd say we were fated to find it.
dilempar. Kan kan ini kah? Ini bukan, bukan juga, bukan, bukan, bukan. Ada itu. Oh, klik.
More Draugr crawling out of the bloody ground. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Brother, get up!
Meledak-meledak
More Draugr crawling out of the bloody ground. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Brother, get up! Brother! More Draugr crawling out of the bloody ground. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Ah, this is a fine mess.
terlalu kelihatan warna merah juga guys.
More Draugr crawling out of the bloody ground. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! haphazardly wreaking her vengeance on anything within arm's reach. Even death didn't stop her.
I know.
Spak. Spak. Apa lagi tuh?
Kratos, tell me more of your homeland.
It was violent and cruel.
Sounds no different from these lands.
It was warmer.
Bang. Stiker kayu-kayu bisa selesai, tidak bisa menghancurkan.
Freya, can we return to your story of Hrimthur? You said if he built Asgard's wall in time, he was promised an audience with you.
Yes. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise,
His name was Hrimthur.
he just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Anjing dari sini ya tadi tuh.
Let's see. I feel something. In this direction.
Feel what
Mana, Bang?
exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this wall. The Norns are hiding something.
Padahal lewat
Oh,
sini juga kan
no.
selesai. Namanya juga game kosong.
Nothing. Another dead end.
Yeay.
A trap!
Too fast! Use your shield! Yellow!
Incoming!
From behind! Incoming!
That's all of them. You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep looking.
Back to the wolves then.
The wolves have picked up another trail. Keep following their heads.
So, Freya, if we might finish your story. How did Hrimthur intend to get revenge on the Aesir for killing his father? Did it have to do with Asgard's wall?
It did. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard realm tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Ah, blasted. I hoped it might have given us another way.
We need to work our way up. This way.
Whatever. Wait. Hold on a second. Some brick.
There. Can you cut a way through the ice?
Come on.
Oh, are the Norns making magical ice walls now?
No. I think the water just froze.
Wanna see? What you wanna? This is a service. Check. Oh, ini. Horn.
More of your friends.
I didn't tell them to be here. I don't know what the Norns did to trick all these raiders into guarding them. Not that they have any idea that's what they're doing.
Freya, thank you for your help. I know this was not your focus.
The sooner we find your son, the sooner you'll be able to focus. I just hope it works.
Just the same. Thank you.
A fine sentiment, but write her a bloody note when we're out of the cold, brother.
The end. Feel something. It's stronger this time. Over here.
Ya habis. Bu. Kami.
Opna. found it.
Ah, isn't it always the third place you look? Is everyone hearing that creepy whisper?
It is like an itch in the mind.
It means we've stepped into their domain. Be ready for anything.
Illusions.
Projections possible. But assume nothing. There's no telling what manner of creature they've made unwitting guards.
Delightful.
Kratos, Ghost of Sparta, Bane of Olympus, Destroyer of Fate, Bringer of War, Weapon of the Gods, turned against his creators. He chases a redemption he knows he can never deserve. He cannot change.
Are we in our own minds yet? He certainly seemed real enough.
I hate to tell you, the parts in your mind will be real too.
Guarding that way outside.
This place almost looks familiar, but different. Like a confused memory.
A rather hostile memory at that.
These fates should know I will not be deterred.
Glad to see you, Atreus.
Freya of the Banyan, Master of Magics, Queen of the Valkyries, Witch of the Woods, Frigg of Asgard, Destroyer of all she would hope to protect. She always finds somebody to blame. She cannot change. Mimir of the Aesir,
Ah, here we go.
Counselor to Kings, Mary Wanderer of the Woods, Robin of the Goodfellas.
Let me guess. I'm a long-winded know-it-all and I cannot change? See? You forgot smartest man alive. Well, certainly clinks like genuine hack silver. I suppose there's one small consolation to this ordeal. At least we won't have to introduce ourselves.
Don't credit your reputation, Mimir. They see the whole lives of any who approach them.
What is that?
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at that thing! Need to take out those springs, brother!
That's it!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
When it glows! Now, attack! Alka!
Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
That's the one. Yeah, okay, there's zero.
This way.
The Norns are somewhere in that cave just ahead.
There's that itchy sound again. Normally, I don't mind ladies whispering in my ear, but this is positively irksome.
Anyone ever tell you that you babble when you're terrified?
Terrified? I'll have you know I'm at the very most deeply apprehensive. And breaking tension with humor is the sacred duty of a traveling companion. How very dare you? Babbling.
A door.
Oh, that looks official.
My boy. Baldur, listen to me, please.
Stop! Why did you bring him here? You are not welcome here!
Wait! Baldur, come back! Talk to me!
Brother, over here! Come get me! I want none of this! Seekerin? Brother, hold off!
Why did you never turn on Odin?
But I did! I tried to stop him any way I could!
You served Odin from the day you met to the day he put you in that tree! You sought favor! You watched his war! You watched him mistreat everyone and everything! And you never gave a damn until you turned on!
I know, Seeker. It's true, all of it. But for love of you, I became a better man, a counselor for you, an ally to all those who...
Were you an ally to Freya in her suffering? To Scott? To Roma? Or to Tanya? No! You all took the side of the powerful there! You
Brother, watch out! There's more of them!
Even now, you see a violent god in need and you can't help but aid him and call him brother! It's who you've always been! Who you are! And it's who you are!
It is not her.
No. Of course. You did what you must. Brother, the tree! It's pulling me in!
Mimir!
Brother, help me! Monster!
Atreus! I am coming!
Why didn't you trust your own son? Don't let him take me! Why wouldn't you see him the way he wants to be seen? I'm sorry for that! That's all I have to do. And now he's mine.
Yeah.
He killed him upstairs!
Atreus! I am here!
I'm not safe from here! Oh, brother, help me! He's a monster!
I think it's over. Did we pass the test?
Didn't feel much like succeeding.
I see the door has disappeared.
Or it was never there.
They toy with us still. What is that?
A kelpie. Don't see many of those in these parts.
She must be theirs.
Will she take us to them?
I'll ask her. Nicely. Easy, girl. Easy. That's right. Good.
Ini tuh kudanya tuh.
Care to talk about whatever the norms put you through?
No.
What was it?
Get on.
That's a good lass. Lovely creatures, but temperamental by reputation. In my land, they'd keep children away from the lost by telling them a kelpie would drown them. Of course, no kelpie I know would do such a thing. Unless it was disrespected.
It walks on water.
Aye. No mystical water steeds to speak of in Greece, brother?
There were the hippocamps. They served the sea god. I battled one upon a titan.
That might not be her favorite subject. We're here.
Fate's own hideaway. Never doubted we'd make it.
Kratos, Freya, and Mimir's head. Enter the home of the Norns, tentatively. They have finally reached their destination. Kratos speaks first.
I seek my son.
You know the child is in Asgard. No, you seek what all who search for us seek. To know the ending to your story.
The ghost of Sparta furrows his brow menacingly. He resists the urge to grunt. Oh, he fails.
You come to us, piteous archetypes, seeking freedom from your scripts. As if knowing your lines would grant you the power to rewrite them.
Speak plain.
You will die, Kratos of Sparta.
But you called him the destroyer of fate. There must be a way to subvert destiny.
There is no destiny, Puck.
The protagonists are speechless. They do not understand.
There is no grand design, no script. Only the choices you make. That your choices are so predictable merely make us seem prescient.
When my son was born, shut up! Your prophecy said he would die a needless death.
And he did. Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge. And because you kill gods.
But what Kratos did, it was not out of hate.
Should I bring him a crown then? He still slays gods, but now he's sad about it? You are the sum of your choices, nothing more. And because your choices never change, you will learn that Heimdall intends to kill your son in Asgard, and you will do what you do best. And then Ragnarok.
The skies burn, the curtains fall. Exunt omnes.
Heimdall.
Again, he misses the point.
Focusing on the second act to the exclusion of the final. A common mistake in storycraft.
We are leaving.
He stomps away, followed closely by Freya.
I enjoyed your story, Kratos. Pity it has to end so soon.
Well, that was educational.
Ah, cepat aku naik.
Let us leave this place.
Happily.
That's better. I can feel things getting more normal already.
Wait. That tree.
Well, isn't that interesting?
What is this?
That's the noose, brother. The one Odin hanged himself with. As part of his endless, mad quest for secrets of life and death and what have you.
What are you doing?
It's a charged object, significant to Odin. Perhaps I'll find a use for it.
Brother, what they said about the boy?
Will not happen.
Oh, I agree.
It will not happen. We will not let it.
Of course we bloody won't. The question is how. You wouldn't seriously consider killing Heimdall, would you?
I will do what I must.
Oh, is that all?
You're wrong to dissuade him, Mimir. You know Heimdall.
I grant you that he's a spiteful, vicious little shit.
And so loyal, Odin entrusted him with Galahorn. If we have the chance to eliminate him before Ragnarok, we shouldn't hesitate.
Considering his powers of foresight alone, that is an if of mountainous size. Even supposing we're all perfectly comfortable plotting an assassination, and I, for one, am a mite rusty at that measure, we've got no way to reach Heimdall, and no way to kill him if we did.
I have killed gods greater than him.
I don't doubt that, brother, but it's hardly my point.
Kratos, I see something.
Look, I think we're missing the Norn's message here. We've all got our tendencies, and yours is to run headlong into danger to protect the ones you love.
I do not intend to change. Not about that.
Why should you? Apparently my tendency is to kill the ones I love.
Freya,
I don't need you to comfort me. Either of you.
Their accusation was cruel. None of us believe...
The truth can be a cruel thing. Anyone care to argue with that?
no. But Baldur's fate had many causes. Prophecy among them.
How do you mean, brother?
There are many tales in my homeland of those who fulfilled prophecy by attempting to avoid it. So it was when Freya tried to protect Baldur. And so it was when I accused my son of going to Asgard.
Then we agree. It'd be foolish to go after Heimdall.
No. If Heimdall must die for Atreus to live, then Heimdall must die.
How can you say that, knowing what you know?
Because if Heimdall is a threat to my son, I must act. It is my...
Your nature. Well played, Norns.
Let us find a gateway. Return home. Consider our plans.
Listen, brother. Before you make any hasty decisions, why don't you blow off a little steam? I'm sure there was some loose end we meant to circle back to. Give your mind a little time to process everything.
I suspect there's unfinished business here at the lake, though I'm certainly happy to spend time somewhere other than Midgard.
It's your choice, brother.
Increase damage cast by extinguish flame and vaporize for skill. Red luck. Chance using runic attack relic to immediately restore 70% of its cooldown. Oh, this is nice. Stun grabbing enemies. Oke, sini.
fits.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today. Gonna keep it spatter-free this time, right? Kratos? I'll heat up the forge. Fire's actually a disinfectant, so these are very hygienic. That ought to hurt him.
Jadi itu gunanya. Basic shield, round sturdy, reliable.
May it strike true. And now, Freya? Something in mind? Anything for Freya? Hope it's to your liking. Need something? Have we more to talk about?
Nah, ini penting ini. Momentum. Apa ini? Ini. Yes, harus kita ambil itu. Wih, 5 pindi. Kayaknya sih 6. Essential items.
Want something in particular?
Not a free deal. Unleash a wave shock of electrify enemies. Slash forward 3 waves of light that deal increase them with sonic. Nothing particular.
And for the Valkyrie Queen?
Sonic arrows.
Kratos? Oh, got time to chat?
No. Apa?
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to ask Odin. He's got control of every path. I know how highly you esteem our expertise on such things, so I'm sure that's disappointing. He's just been one step ahead of us.
Now tell me of this power Heimdall wields. He sees the future.
More like he reads the person, sees their intention.
My intent will be to kill him. Knowing that will be no advantage.
Brother, this is no one to underestimate. Any move you make, he'll have seen it coming. If you must face him, we need something else. An edge. Humor me?
Very well. We will ask the dwarves.
Ah, the inevitable asking of the dwarves.
Master, could I have a moment of your time?
What is it you want?
What's to be done? It has come to my attention that Nithog has been slain, and as a result, her offspring have been let loose into the 9 realms.
What of it?
Unfortunately, without a proper role model to supervise them, the little rascals are certain to fall to mischief. In time, said mischief could culminate in nothing less than their devouring of the 9 realms entirely. In order to avoid such a grisly fate, I'd like you to bring the Lindworms to me. I believe I can act as a satisfactory paternal figure in their upbringing. You'll find the specimens gnawing on tears throughout the realms. Use this device to safely store them, bring them back to me, and I promise I'll make it worth your while.
You mean to say you'd raise them by yourself?
Indeed. I have no small experience managing extreme personalities. Compared to wrestling with my emotions in the most literal of senses, I dare say raising a handful of Lindworms will be a walk in the park. Now, what else might there be to discuss? Perhaps there was some confusion. This is for calling me out here, not for when I am here.
You're back. They're back.
Simmer down. I see 'em.
I have news.
Oh. Did the Norns tell you how to get Atreus back? Do we have a plan?
The Norns say Atreus will be killed by Heimdall. The plan is to kill Heimdall first.
Oh, wow. Okay, Heimdall. Let's see. Never loses, sees everything coming, unpopular at parties. This won't be easy.
Whatever his advantages, I will overwhelm him with my own.
That's the idea. You gotta overpopulate his senses, see? And I got just the thing in mind to help you do it. Sindri, go get Dropnir.
Dropnir? But we need it. Our supplies.
Oh, we got plenty. And to spare.
Even if we did, Dropnir's no weapon. Why would a... Oh. You mean we combine it with...
That's right.
And then when he... It'll go... Damn you, that's brilliant. Very well. I suppose there's nothing to do, but... Go fetch Dropnir.
Where?
Dropnir? I bloody knew these two had nicked it. And Odin blamed me for it disappearing.
They stole Dropnir.
We didn't steal nothing. We just ungifted what never should have been gifted in the first place.
How will it help me kill Heimdall?
Never you mind all that. It's a fucking surprise. We're artistes.
But to even store Dropnir, you'd need...
You were saying.
So now you intend to kill Heimdall. Violence cannot prevent violence, Kratos. I truly thought you understood that.
No matter what you thought I understood, my son is in danger. I will not allow harm to come to him.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you, little one. Got it! I think.
I thought you didn't believe in fate. We are all worried about your son. We need...
Enough! Heimdall's a threat, not only to Atreus, but to everyone. He's Odin's left hand, and he carries the horn that begins Ragnarok. If we have the chance to eliminate him, we should...
It's just as likely a trap because the bastard knows your intentions. Kratos, I've never seen anyone so much as lay a finger on him. Not one.
Well, I gathered what's fit for gathering.
How long will it take?
We'll have to go to Svartalfheim to get the rest of the materials. Not to mention we'll have to visit the lady. Oh. Whew, that's a relief.
Huh?
Ow. Kratos? Whenever you're ready.
The lady?
No idea what he's on about, brother.